Hello trader, in this strategy I'm going to show you a live trade that I will take based on this strategy. This strategy is based on an incomplete double top or double bottom formation. So when I see price forms a low, like in this situation it forms a high, it comes the second time, it breaks the previous low here partially. So when I say partially, it means it forms something like a first breakout. When you see a candlestick, the candlestick closes below the low, the previous low here. All right, what happened is that, let me zoom it out so that you can see clearly. All right, so you can see in this situation, you can see that this candle had already closed below this zone. Okay, so this candle closed below this zone, showing that it has broke the previous low. So it shows that the previous low have been broken. This is the previous low in which I indicated earlier. I can see. So when that happens, many traders are going to jump into selling. So we call this a first breakout. So you see that from here, price was heading down. All right, it was forming lows. Later it will break the low like this, and then comes down from another low, come and break the low, come here, form a low, come and then break the low. So here it has formed another low here, retraces back, comes back here, and then it has broken the low partially. All right, you can see that it's broken partially, but what happened is that the next candle that closed, it has closed above the zone. All right, close back up the candle that have closed, a green candle that has closed above the zone. So what happened in these cases, in this case, most people, many traders will interpret this as a break, so they will be selling here. While they are selling here, market makers will be buying. So in this situation, price will likely hit back from here. It will move back right up to the previous resistance zone before it comes down. In most cases it might move right up, but if it moves right up and reach this neckline, for instance, and then happens to break the neckline, comes back to retest, it means that the trend have potentially changed. The trend has changed now, and it will be potentially an uptrend. Okay, but in this situation, if it comes back now and then it moves back and reach here, continue, comes back and break this zone, you see that the downtrend is going to continue. So what I'm trying to show you here is that in this situation, price has formed a low, comes back, come here, and then form something like a first breakout. You see that the 1 hour candlestick has closed completely below this zone. Like, let me zoom it for you to see better. So you see that the candle, it has closed, this red candle closed completely below this zone. What happened was that the next candle was a bullish candle, the bullish engulfing candle that engulfed this red candle and closed above the zone. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to be taking a buy. So you see that this is what happened. So remember, I said I've dropped I've made a video and I've already explained how to trade this strategy before. So I'm going to include the video on the description, on this video description below, so that you can go and check it out. So let me take this straight and let's see the result later. Let me take them and you see how it's going to turn out to be. Okay guys, you can now see where we are right now. You can see that our prediction went right. So you can see that this is where I entered. When I started, I showed you guys, I said I was going to enter the trade, and I entered. You can see it's clearly written here. So it's clearly written here. You can see that from here, price has moved, and let me say price is almost hitting my TP. Okay, I know that it's high possibility that price will likely move right up till here, but I don't want to be greedy. So they always talk about not being greedy. So you have to wait, you have to be just get what you can get, and then you are out of the market. At least if from here to here you cannot take your chip in, then that's greediness. From here to here in boom is quite much. All right, So if you take this from here to here, it will be okay. So from what you are seeing here, you can see that our predictions went right, and I'm 90% gone already. So from here, I might decide to be locking in the profits right now, so you can see how powerful it is. So this is one example. In the course of the day, I equally took another trade based on this same strategy that I've shown you here. So that was in step index, and I'm still going to show you how the trade is moving right now. Okay, let's go get to there. Let me show you. All right, this is tape index. As you can see, this is another trade that I've taken based on the same setup that I told you. So I'm already in profit, as you can see, but you can see that this was the first high that it formed. All right, it came down from the snake line, went for the second time. You see that and broke out from this zone, showing that the higher high has been broken, just like I've explained in the video in the description below. You see that it shows that this higher high has been broken. All right, but what happens is that the next 1 hour candle, which is this red candle, it formed and then closed below this candle. That is, there was a bearish engulfment. It engulfed this blue candle here. I seen, so making that, proving that technically this was a false break. So you see that I entered here now, and then I'm placing my TP above the high, and then you see that my stop loss is somewhere here. All right, even though we can see there's a little resistance, there's going to be a little support around this zone here. So if you are placing your TP, you might still be placing your TP somewhere around here and then here, because there's a high probability that it's going to hit right down to this neckline here. So this is another example that I've taken based on it. So it's so amazing that the most of the trades, like let me say I took about 5 trades today, and all of them they have been profitable. So I'm still going to show you how this is equally going to turn out later. Okay guys, you can now see, so this is where we are right now. We finally won the trade. So this is it. This is still based on just the strategy that I explained. So this is where my TP was. My TP has been hit already, so I can show you. This is the history. This is it. Step index sell. This is it. $18. So I just kept the lot size very low so that I can minimize the risks. All right, so you can now see, taking back on a recap, you see that the trades, almost all of the trades that I took yesterday, just based on this strategy, I've won all of them. So you can see how powerful it is. So if I'm taking back a recap on it, I'm going to show you that the strategy is powerful. All right, you don't need to win all of the trades. You don't need to win all of your trades that you take on a particular strategy. You don't need to win all of it. There's no strategy in which you can win 100%. So let me show you. These are the trades that I took. These are the trades that I took so far, and I've showed you all I've taken based on that strategy that I've explained at the beginning. So you can now see that. Let me go to the date so that I can customize and put the date in which. Let me go back on the 19th so far. All right, you can see that I've won most of them. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 trades. All right, so I've lost 2 of the trades. Okay, I've lost 2 of the trades and I've won this one. So this is how trading is all about. You don't have to win every trade. You can never win every trade. No matter how skillful you are, you make sure that your wins should be greater than your loss in what we call risk to reward ratio. I'm currently teaching my students in the mentorship program on this risk to reward ratio. So it's very important. All right, so you see that overall I'm in much profit. So you see that the strategy in which I showed you guys is powerful. So make sure that you also check on in this video's description below. You are going to see another video that I made based on that strategy. So like I told you guys, if you are trading based on pure price action, it's not limited to any market. This strategy I'm showing you can use in currency pairs, you can use in trading gold, you can use in any market, because it's pure price action, guys. So that is the beauty of it. So when you are trading, remember you can lose, all right? So nobody should preach to you that, oh, there's a strategy that I want to show you that is 100%. No, just remember, so that you should always be sure that you keep your stop loss. Like I told you, from this strategy, it's not all the times that there will be a fake breakout. It's not every time that we will see a false breakout. So in trading, you have to have that kind of mentality that it can happen, it cannot happen. Sometimes it might not always happen like that. So when you are placing your trades, always make sure that you place your stop loss. In this strategy, as you have seen, you make sure that you go back, you back test. You can equally take trades on your demo based on it, and then you are going to see how powerful it is. So the goal of trading is that keeping our losses low and then increasing our win, that is allowing our winning trade to run and cutting down our losses. Nobody should ever deceive you that you can trade 100% without losing. If someone tell you that, run away from that person, because that person will not help you. So thank you for watching, guys. Please, if you are new to the channel, subscribe, click the like button, and then you share the video. And you can also click on the notification bell, so that whenever I post a new video, you are going to get notified. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.